Namaste everyone and welcome to my balcony. It's sunny here in France, but we're all staying indoors, so I thought I'd share a little practice with you today for everyone who's staying indoors and feeling a little bit down. Sending a little dose of sun from France. We can start our practice with a little breathing exercise to really get the juices flowing, to get the prana flowing. We're going to do a practice which is called Kapalbhati. Kapalbhati is the other name for that is called skull shining breath. So we're going to get our skulls, our head shining, which means that we're going to get the juices flowing, we're going to get the prana flowing. It's kind of like a detoxing system in the body. It's activating our agni, our digestive fire. So we're basically just turning on the sun from the inside, even if it's not shining on the outside. I know there's possibly a lot of you in Finland who's watching this at the moment, and I bet there might be not so much sun available, so let's just get our inner sun flowing and just to energize ourselves as we're all kind of confined for some time to solitude, which is actually a good thing. It's good to turn inwards, it's good to have contemplation, but it's also needed to have the balance for that. Life is all about balance, so we're just igniting the sun a little bit here. The breathing exercise we're doing before our asana practice is called Kapalbhati, as I said, and how we create that is that we're going to be pumping out the air pretty vigorously with the diaphragm. Inhalation happens on its own, so it's the exhalation that's a little bit more forceful and vigorous is a good word to describe it. So if you have any cardiovascular diseases, if you have any blood pressure issues or eye pressure issues, or if you're pregnant, please skip this part. You can just stay in your yogic breath while we're doing the breathing exercise. But if everything is fine with you, this is also good, very good practice for your immunity, and that's what we really need to be boosting here. So I'll show you how we do the Kapalbhati, and then we're gonna do couple of rounds of Kapalbhati together. Your rhythm can be your own, it doesn't have to be my rhythm, just find your own rhythm for it. So basically what we do first is that we take a deep inhale, we take a deep exhale, and then we take sort of 3/4 of a breath into the belly, and we start pumping from there. Just breathing vigorously outwards. You might want to blow your nose before you do that. So yeah. Okay. Let's go into the Kapalbhati first together. And we'll do a variation of sun salutation afterwards. That is really good if you're sitting a lot indoors, especially if you're working from home office, which means that you might be slouching a little bit. So we're just going to be opening the body and receiving the sun, and we're gonna calm down with few seated asanas and then just a little short breathing exercise towards the end, and it's gonna be a beautiful day from now on, at least as beautiful as it can be in these circumstances. So we'll start from the breath. We first start making the yogic breath before we go into our actual pranayama. So just close the eyes for a second and just allow yourself to breathe. And just notice the breath. Let the breath bring you into here and now, no matter what's going through your mind. There might be a lot at this moment, especially there might be a lot. So just let your breath flow. Keep the eyes closed and just sense and feel where the breath is moving. Brings you pretty efficiently to here, to now. Notice your sits bones, how they grounded to the earth, crown of the head reaches up towards the sky and your spine in between lengthens, opens. It's the main energy channel in the body, so we allow that to open and lengthen for the free flow of energy, for the free flow of pranic. You might hear the birds and you might hear my neighbors from here, but just focus on your breath, the experience inside. Deepen the breath a little bit more, lengthening the exhalation. So the inhalation starts to lengthen as well. Just allow that all to happen. There's nothing you need to force. We're preparing our body, we're preparing our breath for the pranayama practice. And then deepening the breath even more. If you're familiar with ujjayi breath, slight contraction that you create in the throat, you are welcome to introduce ujjayi into your breath. Breath starts to create sound of the ocean or sleeping baby. And if ujjayi breath is available to you, you may hold it through your whole practice. And then we go into our Kapalbhati. So take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And then 3/4 into your belly. And we go. Feel your lungs. Hold the breath for a second. Drop your awareness into your chest. Exhale when comfortable. Just close the eyes for a moment just to feel the effects of Kapalbhati. Notice if something is moving in your body differently. Notice the movements of prana, of energy. Let the breath settle. Let your mind settle. Then we go for a second round. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Three-quarters in. And exhale. Exhale fully. Inhale fully. Hold the breath as comfortable. Drop your awareness into the chest. Mind is dropping into the heart. And deep exhalation. You might already feel a little bit different since the starting, so we'll go into a little bit of asana. Come onto your 4 fours. Widen the fingers. Take a good grip from the earth. tuck your toes under. Notice that the shoulders are right above your wrists, knees are below your hips, and as you inhale, you open the chest. Exhale, rounding the back. Slowing the breath. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Allow your breath to move you. Allow it go in your pace. Body follows the breath. Breath is leading the way. Next time, as you're exhaling and rounding the back, lift the knees slightly off the mat. Take the tailbone under, drop the head down, press the earth. Awakening the belly, awakening your core. Deep, deep muscles within. Exhale, drop the knees. Inhale. Exhale, round. Lift the knees slightly, just a little. Breathe here, few breaths. We need some activation as we're staying in a lot. Next exhale, drop gently the knees. Inhale, open the chest. Lengthen the spine. And come into your tabletop, into your tall spine. Tuck the toes under. Lengthen the sit bones far up and back. Come into your downward facing dog. Your knees might be slightly bent. And you may come down each heel at the time, gently opening the backs of the legs. First there might be a little dance there. And we're coming into a dynamic flow from here. So don't worry about your knees. Focus on your spine. Lengthen the spine more. Whether your heels are touching the earth is secondary to your spine. So make the spine long. Notice your fingers, they're really wide. Shoulders are open. Lengthen the spine. And as you inhale, you drop the knees. You open the chest. Inhale. Exhaling back to your down dog. Inhaling, opening. Exhaling. Inhale, open. And exhale. Let your breath move you here. Couple more times. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. And come into your downward facing dog and find stability, find stillness here. Stilling your mind, keeping the neck long, chin slightly in, helps you to stabilize the mind. Feeling strong, resilient, steady. From here, slowly, bit by bit, petit à petit, little steps to the front of the mat. Coming to your fingers, lengthening the spine. Exhaling, bowing down. Inhale, lengthen. You may place your hands onto your shins. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow down. And then with your next inhale, simply bend the knees and rise up, all the way up, hands above the head, lengthen. Tailbone under, exhaling hands into your heart. your hands to the side, into your samasthiti. Lean slightly forth, lean back into the sides until you find the middle. You find your stability. And then from here we start saluting the sun. So we're going to do a variation of sun salutation. You may choose whether you're going to use, as we come down, your knees, chest and chin, or your chaturanga to up dog. One thing, if you come with your knees, chest and chin, you always come to baby cobra. If you come in your chaturanga, you come into up dog. But you may choose, it's yogi's choice. So I do first the version with knees, chest and chin into baby cobra, and then later on I'll do the version with chaturanga to up dog, and it's up to you to decide. So we start from samasthiti. Now we inhale, lengthening, keeping the chin still in, opening the chest, exhaling, bowing down. Inhaling, lengthening your spine. Exhaling, stepping your right foot back. Inhaling, rising into high lunge. Exhaling, hands into the earth. Inhaling into your plank. Now making your way down, knees, chest and chin, elbows are pointed back. Inhaling, baby cobra. Point your toes, open the chest, arms are light. And exhaling back into your downward facing dog. 3 beautiful, honest, long breaths here. With your next inhale, lift the right leg up. Keep the hips square. Exhaling, stepping the foot between your hands, keeping the back heel up, and rise into high lunge again. Taking your hands behind your back, clasping your fingers, opening the chest, dropping deeper. And again, keeping the chin slightly in. So we're easier on our neck. Also, it's a yogic wisdom to keep your neck long so your mind stays still. Even the body is activating, opening, the mind is staying still. Pressing the palms together at the back if possible. Really good position to be if you're working from home. Inhaling, rising the arms up. Exhaling, hands onto the earth. Inhale, step forward, lengthening your spine. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhaling, hands into your heart. Inhale, going for the second round on the left. Inhale, exhale, bow down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Left steps back. Rising into high lunge. Exhaling, hands into the earth. Inhaling into your plank. Making your way down, knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga, baby cobra, or up dog. Finding your way into downward facing dog for 3 beautiful breaths. Notice when you're breathing, your upper body is expanding as you inhale. Belly flattens as you exhale. If you have Ujjayi breath in your practice, utilize it. It's a good way to calm down and activate the body at the same time. Left leg rises up. Exhale to the front between your hands. Keep the back heel up and rise up to high lunge. Take your hips down. Clasp the hands behind your back. Open the chest. Now stay here for a few breaths. Keep the neck long. Keep the heart open. Tailbone gravitating towards the earth. Bend the back knee if needed. If you need to take the back knee slightly bent to drop the hips down, please do that. And again, press the palms together. open the chest. Inhale, rising the arms above the head. Exhaling, hands to the earth. Inhale, step forward, lengthening your spine. Exhale, bow down, rising all the way up. Exhaling, hands into the heart. Second round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, spine lengthens. Right steps back. Rising into high lunge. Exhaling, hands to the earth. Inhale into plank. Make your way down, knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga, baby cobra, or up dog. Back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. It's always a place to settle, to breathe. You may drop the knees if you feel like. It's always an option to take it a little bit easier. Next inhale, right leg rises up. Exhale to the front, rising into high lunge. And again, clasping your hands behind your back, pressing the palms together, opening the chest. Stability, finding your steadiness. Strong, grounded and steady, no matter what's happening on the outside. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step forward, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Left steps back. Rising into your high lunge. Exhaling, hands to the earth. Inhaling into your plank. Making your way down, knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. Baby cobra or up dog. Back to downward facing dog. Breath, the most important component of our practice, so keep your breath steady. Inhale and exhale equally long. Focus inwards. Using the full breath capacity. Inhaling, left leg rises up. Exhaling, mat between your hands. Rising up into high lunge. Exhaling, hands behind your back. Clasping the hands, dropping deeper, rotating your thighs inwards, so you have a steady base, but your heart is open to the sun. Inhale, rising the arms. Exhaling, hands to the earth. Stepping forward, lengthening your spine. Exhaling, bowing down. Inhaling, rising all the way up. Hands into the heart. And stand in your samastiti. Noticing what is arising as a result of the movement. We have to stop between the movement just to feel the life force, the prana within the body. So just close the eyes. Close the eyes and let yourself feel just for a moment how the earth feels underneath your feet, steady. How the body starts to be more open and wide. On your next inhale, rising the arms above the head. Exhaling, bowing down. Inhaling, lengthening. Stepping yourself into a downward facing dog. Settling yourself. Letting it all settle. Gonna do a little standing asana sequence to energize our bodies just a tad bit more. To get our inner engines going. To get the inner sun shining. Now take your right leg up behind you. Exhale that to the front, between your hands. Now lower your back heel down, perpendicular to the front. So the back toes to the side, front toes to the front. Rising up into a warrior two. Shoulders are right on top of your hips. Arms to the side, gazing through your fingers. Possibly the most steadiest pose there is in usual vinyasa sequences. I often say to my students that if someone comes and tries to push you, nothing would happen. Your warrior is standing still. Drop the tailbone, you're really strong in your legs. Yet your arms are kind of like floating in the air. Now drop the back hand to the back thigh. Flip the front palm, rise up. Peaceful warrior. We all need to be peaceful warriors at these times. Drop your hips further down, opening the ribs on the right side. Keeping the knee open to the side. Lengthening, creating space. Bringing your hands back to the balance. Straightening the front knee, maybe shortening your stance just a little bit. And then you start tilting, leaning forward as far as you can, dropping the hand either on your ankle or your shin onto the earth. Coming into a trikonasana. Maybe gazing up towards your thumb, rotating the front leg, open, and back leg slightly inwards. Finding the stability, staying here. A lot of the usual vinyasa classes, we're moving around a lot. But what we need to create here today is an openness, yet light but steady. So you try to stay as still as you can. Try to stay with your breath just a little bit more. Rising back up into your warrior two, bending the knee. Then bring your elbow to the thigh, or if you want to take it slightly bit further, you take your hand onto the earth. Find your variation. Raising your left arm above the head in straight line with the back leg, opening the chest. Now in here, you breathe fully in. You have a tiny pause at the top of your inhale in your chest, dropping your mind into your chest as you go so. Inhaling, gentle pause, exhaling. Make the pause comfortable for you. Don't make it too long, we don't want you to pass out. But notice what happens when you do so. Creating a space in your chest that you can start to feel. Space where you can feel the prana. Exhale. Take your hands onto the earth. Step yourself into a plank. Now make your way down. Either knees, chest and chin or chaturanga. Into the up dog or baby cobra. Back to the downward facing dog. into the same sequence on our left side, which means that I will have to change my side. I'm taking my left leg up as I breathe in, exhaling that to the front. Toes are pointing front, back toes perpendicular, pressing especially your pinky toe deep into the earth, windmilling yourself up into warrior two, gazing through your fingers. Really, really strong warrior two. Allowing the breath do its work. Allow yourself to stay. No rush. We definitely, a lot of us don't have any rush in the coming days. Drop the hand to the back thigh. Lift the front palm, rise up. Peaceful reversed warrior. Drop deeper into the hips. Point your fingers, drop the shoulder. Keep the left side of the body very open. Breath flows. Steadiness, openness and strength. Bring your hands back to parallel with the earth. Straightening the front knee, slightly shortening the stance, and then tilting slightly forward from the back. Bending, not bending your knee, not locking it, just trying to keep it active, which is very hard for me. And then opening. Trikonasana. We all have our things in the asana, habits of doing things. Locking the knee is something that I have to look after. There might be some other things that you have to look after, but I'm doing my best. That's why we call it practice, not perfection. Keep your chest open, reaching high up. Spine lengthens like somebody's pulling the tailbone and the crown of the head away from each other. And again, rising up from here. Rising back into your warrior two. Like nothing ever happened. Really strong. Now again, the option, either the elbow on your thigh or your hand onto the earth. I'll do it a little bit deeper version on this side. You may do whatever suits you. Opening the chest, breathing. Holding the breath at the top of the inhale. Dropping your mind into the heart, into the chest. Noticing that you start creating a field of energy in your chest as you're holding the breath. A field where you can feel the movements of life force, the movements of prana. It's like a blackboard that you can write onto. Slowly, steadily, turn your head onto the earth. Place your hands onto the mat. Lift the back heel and step into a plank. Now make your way down. Make your way up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the neck. Check where your heels are. They may be going a little bit further down already. Lengthen the spine. And then drop the knees down. Give yourself a little break, just a few breaths. Drop the forehead down. Let yourself settle. Whenever you're resting, keep resting. And never rest halfway. Always rest fully. Let everything in your body drop. And just be aware of the breath, the movement of the breath as you're resting there. like the sun is getting onto my neck, so I may have to move my yes, anything can happen. From your child's pose, rise up into a seated posture on your heels, taking maybe your toes under, possibly. Just check what works for you. We do a very simple kind of camel-like back bend sequence from here. So basically what we're doing is that you put your hands onto your thighs. You may keep the toes under or have them untucked, whatever serves you better. It might be a little bit more steady like this. And as you inhale, you rise up. As you exhale, you bring your hands onto the hips. Inhale. Lift the chest, keep the neck long, and have a little pause here again after the inhale. And as you exhale, just sit down. That's all. Very simple. Each of you can decide how deep you want to go with your back bend. So inhale, rise up. Thumbs are leading. Exhale, large circle with the hands. Inhale. Holding the breath just as comfortable. Exhale. Calming down. Inhaling, rising up. Exhaling. Inhaling. Tailbone is down. The front of the body is activated, lifting through the chest. Holding the breath. Exhaling, coming down. Make 2 rounds on your own with your own breath, so you just following your own flow. Sense the area in your chest alive, tingling, bubbling, the inner sun shining. Keep your spine tall, keep the neck tall. Just sense and feel. Finding yourself into a seated posture, taking your legs to the front of the mat, flexing your ankles slightly, pressing the palms next to your hips, opening the chest now, taking the navel slightly in and back, opening the chest, dropping the shoulders, Dandasana, just lifting the chest, pressing your hands onto the earth, breathing into the chest. Using your full breath here. And again, keeping the neck slightly, your chin slightly in, the neck tall. From here, with your next inhale, rising the arms up. Exhaling, bowing down. Inhaling, rising up. Exhaling, hinging from the hips, wherever it may go. Your hands land wherever they land. No pulling from the shoulders. Inhaling, rising up. Next time you come down, you stay. Start calming the system down. Be not afraid to bend your knees if needed. Same here. Lengthen the spine. Belly to your thighs. Lengthen the spine, keeping the neck long. Exhaling, deepening, and doing this action as long as it's needed. Always lengthen when you inhale. Always deepen as you exhale. And when you feel that you found the place to be, the place of your end, the place where there's a strong sensation but there's no pain, the place where you can still fully breathe and your face is relaxed, stay there. Turn your focus in, turn your chin slightly in, and letting it all calm and cool down just for a bit. We need the opening, we need the light, the spaciousness, but we always need to bring things back to the calmness, to the introspection, to ourselves, to calm the mind, calm the breath, calm ourselves. Couple of long, steady breaths here. And then lengthening the arms with the straight back, coming all the way up. Putting hands into the heart. Placing soles of the feet together, we're opening the hips just a little bit for our final breathing exercise for our little meditation, so it's easier for us to sit. So first of all, take hold of your feet, your ankles, your shins, whatever is natural to you. Open the chest, lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, bow down. Maybe your elbows are pressing slightly on your calves, who knows, maybe not. Wherever you're going in your asana, however deep they might be, that's totally irrelevant to the importance of the breath. So make your breath be the king, make it come first. And you only go so deep when you can fully breathe. Make it your practice. It doesn't have to look like anyone else's. And then, if your spine is fine, let your back round. Very slowly, start rising up. You can hear that the street cleaners are doing their work as all the friends have stopped. That's life. That's good. Find your seated posture. Whatever posture feels nice to you. Have a cushion, have a blanket to sit on, a bolster, a cushion, whatever you need to feel comfortable. And close the eyes and let yourself calm down just for a moment. We're doing a little pranayama to end our practice. We're doing a alternate nostril breathing. So in the beginning we did this kapalbhati to raise our energy. Now we're starting to calm it down. So there's two options how to hold your hand. You take your right hand and either your index and your middle finger in, and you're using your ring finger and your thumb just on your nose. Another option is to have the index and the middle finger between your eyebrows. I prefer the latter one. You may do it without, whatever serves you. Just let it come from the place of authenticity. So basically, take your mudra, your thumb on your right nostril, your ring finger on the left, and bring your fingers to the tip of the nose, right where the cartilage kind of stops. And from here, take a deep breath in first. Take a deep breath out. Now block your right nostril with the thumb and inhale through the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch the fingers, blocking gently the left and breathing out through the right nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling through the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switching, exhaling through the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling through the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue on your own count. 4 in, 4 out. Having a steady pace of the breath helps you settle, helps you ground. Keeping your spine tall as you're breathing. Keeping your mind in the breath. Continuing for a few more rounds. You're bringing the left and the right together, the left and right hemisphere of the brain, bringing balance, stability into our being. One more full round. Next time you're breathing out the left nostril, let yourself finish your pranayama there. Drop your hands onto your knees, palms facing up, receiving. You may bring your awareness into the space between your eyebrows, not to the skin, not to the front, but a little bit back, like in the middle of the brain, 2-3 centimeters behind the space between the eyebrows. breath flow from the nostrils into that space, into the midbrain, into your third eye. It's like your breath is creating a triangle, flowing in through both nostrils, deep behind the space between the eyebrows. Activating our midbrain, activating the pineal gland, putting lights on, sensing the prana, the life force. You might sense a little light there. Or a bigger light. Your whole being is illuminated. You're fully and utterly energized, stable, steady, and ready to continue your day. Whatever it may bring. My prayer is that it would bring you peace and happiness. If you feel into having a little rest after your practice, a little few minutes shavasana, please do so, or continue meditating. Thank you for practicing with me despite all the sounds and things like that, but focusing on the essential. Thank you. Namaste.